Good afternoon. Welcome to Empowering Voices. I'm Alex Lutz. I have the honor of being the board chair for Illuminart Productions. And I'd like to extend a congratulations to everyone for surviving the earthquake of 2024 and the various aftershocks. Good luck tomorrow. At this time, I'd ask if you can, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. If you have any veterans in the room, thank you for your service to our country. On behalf of the board, I would like to begin by acknowledging our honorees. Virginia Allen. Ella Castellano. Nicole Reed Christopher. And Dave Lamort, Maestro Dave Lamort, who is with us in spirit, and we're honored to have his family and his wife Joyce here with us today. Empowering Voices has been entertaining and educating people since 2010. It's no easy task for any nonprofit organization. I'd like to take this time to acknowledge the tremendous leadership and dedication of its founder and executive director, Arlene Sorkin. Thank you, Arlene. Helping to guide this wonderful organization has been a dedicated board of directors, some of whom have been with Illuminart since its inception. I'd like to ask my fellow board members to please stand and be recognized. An event like this takes hard work, leadership, and support. So please join me in thanking this year's sponsors. I'll mention all of them. We can give them a round of applause at the end. Con Edison, Keller Financial Advisors, National Grid, Opera Exposures, United Land Construction, the Jewish Community Center of Staten Island, Linda and Alan Brill, Flagstar Bank, Rich Energy Solutions, and Richmond University Medical Center. Thank you very much. I mentioned leadership, so I'd ask you to please join me right now in welcoming our Empowering Voices event chairs, Gina Russo and Pam Adamo, to come up and say just a few brief words.
It is with great pleasure for me to be here today. And co-chair, our mutual efforts and support for Illuminart have made this a successful event, and I want to thank you all for attending and supporting us. I want to express gratitude and thanks to everyone for coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we just want to really give many thanks to our committee. This has really been a lot of work over a year to put together. Our committee, including Holly Bonner, Linda Brill, Alex Lutz, Edna Greenwich, Yolanda Rudick, Rosanna Solaris, and Sherry Sayanvala. Thank you so much to the committee. A lot of work.
And lastly, before I acknowledge several other guests who are with us today, I'd like to send a heartfelt thank you to John Vincent Scalia, the owner of the Old Bermuda Inn, and a thank you to the entire staff who will be here, who's having us take care of us today. And now it's my honor to welcome some of the special guests we have here in the room. We have the Executive Director of Nonprofit Staten Island, Tatiana Aguela. Executive Director of the National Lighthouse Museum, Linda Dianta. Executive Director of Eden 2 Programs, Joanne Gerenser. President and CEO of Project Hospitality, Reverend Terry Troya. Angie Soto, PTA President for Tottenville High School. I hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon, and to our entire cast performing today, Break a Leg. Now back to you, Rob.
Don't really break a leg, because I know some of you have actually done that. Not today. You can do it after today. Okay, so. Good afternoon. I almost said good evening, because this is the first time I've ever done this in the afternoon. We usually do it at night. Thank you very much, Alex, for your kind words. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to celebrate our wonderful honorees. For those of you who are not familiar with Illuminart Productions, our mission is to empower students of all ages to utilize the arts as a tool to express themselves, illuminating critical social issues and creating conversations for positive change. We achieve this through 4 programs: arts residencies in schools, performing arts, visual arts, creative writing, you name it, we'll do anything in the arts in your school, and also in senior centers. A touring company of professional actors who perform interactive plays about critical social issues. They have a repertoire of now 8 plays. You're going to see a snippet of one of them. An arts empowerment program for substance use prevention, serving young people impacted by adverse childhood experiences. And in 2022, we began producing theater for young audiences. Our 2024 season opens in April with The Greatest Olympian, a new play by our very own Jay Giacchetti. Following his very successful off-Broadway run of Relapse the Musical that he also wrote. We're hoping that's headed for Broadway, so just stay tuned. Followed by The Tortoise versus the Hare. This time it's personal, part 2. That's going to tour libraries in September. Those performances are free throughout libraries on Staten Island. And as you heard earlier, Seussical the Musical in November. Although we are what some people believe to be just an arts and education and theater company, we are invested in social emotional learning and growth, a process through which children and adults understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. We do this through all of our residencies and productions. As we enter our 15th year on Staten Island, next year will be our 15th anniversary celebration, so make sure you put that on your calendar. We've grown from 1 program in 1 school with 12 students taught by Randy Topper, our artistic director emeritus, who's also on our show today. And full disclosure, my son-in-law. To serving over 16,000 students through 125 6 to 20 week residencies in performing arts, visual arts, and also at senior centers, including our Senior Boomers Ensemble at the JCC. Our touring company booked 80 performances of our 8 plays this school year, including our latest original, Sammy the Squirrel and The Great Acorn Adventure, which you're going to see, which is made possible by Citibank. And that teaches financial literacy to children in grades K to 4. We'll be back on the road to Archdiocese camps this summer in the 5 boroughs in Westchester. None of this could happen without my staff team. If you work for Illuminart, please stand. There's a bunch of them. Our artistic director, Dave, Ariel Marcus. Director of Education, Jenny Pisani. Our HR and Program Director, Keith Taylor. And our Community Engagement Manager and my right hand for this event, Jay Giacchetti. We also have some touring company members. We have teaching artists. And this is just a small group who make Illuminart programs possible. There are now about, I think, 45 of us. Team? Isn't that right? That's fine. Okay. So I want you to know how much your support means to us, and to ask you to continue to help spread the word. Let your friends know that they can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and visit our website, illuminart.org. Check it out and donate if you'd like, or tell people to donate. Invite friends to performances in the community. Buy lots of raffle tickets tonight. And we could not bring this to Staten Island without your help, so thank you very much. For those of you who have been with us before, today's program will be a little different. We will be alternating musical segments and honorary presentations as opposed to doing our musical show at the end. There will be a very special surprise music performance at the end of the event, so don't go anywhere. I'm grateful to all of our performers, volunteers who have spent many hours rehearsing. We have a couple more musical numbers for you before we have our first honoree, so on with the show.